Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another late night edition of the Eclipsed Gaming podcast. It's Vert here with Tool, always a pleasure. We've got
Hello.
the fellow Anarchy, and then we've got wait, no, actually, Ghost died. He left us. He hates us. So instead, Ghost said, "You know what? I might suck, and I might hate all of you, and I hate all of you so much that instead, I'm gonna ask Nax from Death Blossoms to fill in my favor because he just hates us that much. He hates us so much, he figured he would just give us the pleasure of, well, not really pleasure because it sucks, of podcasting with Nax. So how are you doing tonight, Nax? I hate you.
First of all, damn, that I did not deserve that, but I'm doing good.
No, it's valid.
I'm just you did me dirty off rip. You're gonna sit here and tell me that everything's right in the world?
Nah,
iPad
I'm
kids,
playing.
dude. I tell you what.
That's what I'm saying, bro. For real. Hey, wait. But before we get started, before we talk about anything that has to do with the crazy bracket that just went down, I know Sonarchy knows the story. I know Tool knows the story. I certainly know Nax knows the story. I don't know if everyone watching will know though. Nax actually, if anyone were to say they commit to bits, no one commits to bits harder than Nax. This guy, and I
True.
wish I could pull up the picture right now. This guy
I know what we're
sent
doing.
bricks to a house address
Oh,
that
if
I
you can
sent
send it to
him
me, I can pull it up.
because yeah, hold on, let me pull up because I'll go get a picture right now. I'll get a live picture. They're still in our garage. But yeah, I don't know. We were just joking back and forth. I didn't believe that he'd send me bricks, and he said, "Bro, you don't know what I can do," which was kind of ominous, low key. So I
Yeah.
sent him an address that wasn't mine. It was a random address in the city I live. And the next day they were on a front porch, and I show up and I collected the bricks from the front porch and I took them home. So still don't know what I'm doing with them. I gave one of them to my
Listen,
grandma.
I'm
But
just a warning, man. If you drop an Addy, it doesn't take that long to get bricks to your doorstep. And depending
yeah,
on the
clearly.
severity in which you've interacted, it could be a pallet. So you got to watch out, man.
Yeah.
And a pallet
No,
of
I
bricks
have
only
to.
costs about $40 these days, actually.
What?
So
Bro's dropping 40 bucks on a pallet of bricks, bro. This guy is not real.
What if I get
Oh
you
my
Headrammer's
god.
address?
anywhere in North America, anytime, bring it on.
Break it on
MVD.
for real. Like this
Bring
guy,
it
MVD.
on.
y- y'all talk about bringing Glocks. This guy's bringing bricks. I don't know.
Me and my
Anyway,
homie Jack bricked up.
well, speaking of Jack, why don't we transition into the? We have a lot of games to cover. This bracket was very, very interesting. Um, in terms of a lot of different things. Um, so we don't have to spend too much time on the round one games because, I mean, let's be honest, they weren't that interesting.
Cuddle Wawa was
But
interesting.
yeah, that was an interesting
Yeah,
game
but
to
for
go
the
over.
wrong reasons.
I'm gonna be honest,
For
this
the
round
wrong
1, 2, and
reasons,
3
bro.
reviews should mostly just be going over because I'm looking at your topics you sent. We have all the important games besides really that Cuddle Wawa one, like mentioned later on, anyways. Like we're
Yeah,
gonna kind of go over them
I
anyway.
mean,
So I feel
maybe
like
it's just maybe it's just interesting to chat about
I think
what
this is a good time to go
happened
over
with
Preds.
Wawa, bro.
Well,
It,
they
it
got cuddled. The easiest way I could put it is they got cuddled.
What it
so
wouldn't
like
be a it
Like,
you
wouldn't be. Oh, I'll let Max go.
sorry. You come into map one with like a lot of energy and a lot of tempo, and then like as soon as Huddle hits you with something that you don't exactly know the answer to, like you cannot slow down. You need to figure out how to play around it and be dynamic. And I think the thing that happened to Wabo is that like they just didn't find an answer soon enough and lost tempo because of it. And so in later maps, you could
yeah,
just see that they were slowed down, almost bogged, if you will.
but yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't want to get too crazy, but like, go ahead, Snarky.
I was gonna say they
You
just
got
got cuddled. That's the end of the truth. Like I sort of got cuddled is the opposite of any other team. Every team comes into a match with like the most energy possible, and then they like slowly die off. Cuddle's the opposite. They'll come in and get like they'll look like a plat team, and then like after 1-2 maps, they'll all of a sudden like they'll make a few swaps and a few changes, and all of a sudden they're just like top team in the tier. Like we saw that with Wawa after
Yeah.
all. 2 dominant
Yeah.
maps from Wawa, and then they reverse swept them in dominant fashion right after.
Yeah, literally, like it doesn't matter. They
They can't keep getting away
3-1
with it.
Cuddle on circuit, bro. And the thing was, and the bans, it felt like something just changed on Saravasa. Like as soon as Brooke came out on that queen, and then Wawa tried to mirror it and just sucked. Like it's just that was a
Yeah.
generational fumble. I mean, if we're being completely honest, if we're keeping it a buck, that was terrible. That was awful, and I should move him down the tier list just for that alone. How do you go up
All
2-0 and you hold Cuddle to a single point on circuit, and you lose 3-0 the next map.
I can't
Like,
hate.
genuinely one of the worst things I think I've ever seen in my life.
All I gotta say is they can't keep getting away with this. They keep doing it every goddamn season. They do it
Cuddle?
once. It was DB last.
Yeah.
They may not. I don't know if it was reverse sweep last season and mid season against DB, but they still did it to DB nonetheless. It upset them. They reverse swept
Yeah.
Solar. They reverse swept Waba. We almost reverse swept them in round 2. We'll get to that later. Sadly, we did not close it out.
Yeah. The only other thing that was semi-interesting in round 1 was Checkmate taking almost 2 maps off of Death Blossoms.
Also,
They took,
we forgot about a very important match.
they
That
took
match
one
was
map.
insane.
They took, yeah, it was interesting. They won Dorado. I don't think Death Blossoms won Dorado a single time this bracket.
Listen,
No, we have not.
Dorado.
That's we're
Ugh.
very cuckoo at Dorado right now.
You know,
What were you gonna say, Max?
sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. But at the end of the day, it's like you have fun
No.
anyways.
Valid. Fair.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and I feel like if Shoreline didn't like low key feed
Some
like
fights.
2 fights on Kings, it's a different map. But
It would have been
I-
3
rookie
I will-
mistake.
I want to say I told this guy that's in this VC with us to play Wu Yang on our defense right away, and he didn't. And then he played it on the overtime defense, and then it went a lot better. That's all I'm saying.
GG's.
I will say, yeah, no,
This
on
is
that-
what I get. This is okay. He gave me choices, and I chose, and that's his fault.
That is every coach's worst nightmare is when they give you choices and you make the wrong one. It's like, God, how did you not read my mind? How did you not
You're supposed to know what he just wants, Nax.
Yeah.
Come on.
I will say this happens every now and again. When no matter who the coach is, you'll give them a choice and they'll make the wrong one. You'll be like, "How'd you not know?" It's like, why didn't they just
Exactly.
play?
And this is something that so I'm coaching this plat team, dude, and it's like I gave them a choice, they chose the wrong one, and Tool was in the VC. It was like, why the fuck did you give him a choice? They could have just chose the correct thing off rip, dude. And I'm like, damn, I do the same thing. Like,
Why do you give me a choice?
I don't know why I give anybody choices. I'm just telling you what to play from now on.
That's just
No
how
one
this
gets
always
choices.
goes.
Dictator Tool, bro.
Alrighty.
dude, never mind my band takes, bro. Like,
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But
Round
moving
2 now?
forward into the round 2 game, with Death Blossom versus Aura, that was a snooze fest.
We
Yeah,
expected
like
this coming into it, or we were
Aura
gonna get a map,
didn't pick
but
up
no.
a single point. They did
I
not
think-
pick up a single point the entire series.
Yeah,
It
they
was
just
0,
kinda-
0, 0.
this is
they
not
they
good.
FF map 1, dude.
Yeah, they did have to FF map
Yeah.
1 off of a DC, and
I-
they were down their tank all game. I think.
But
what
it was
their-
gonna be a 2-0 though. Let's be honest.
I mean, like,
It didn't matter.
They
to
coulda-
be
I
honest
think
with you,
they came out
like-
with full roster.
It could have been interesting had it been full power, and I wish it was full power because I really did want to see where they landed. But it just like the game got to a point where like you just couldn't get anything out of
I
it.
mean,
Like you just couldn't get information.
You two can kind of like chime in on this, but like the first map looked relatively close. Like, yeah, you guys were still doing really well. Like, you guys were still holding your ground. Like, you like making sure you were holding that top spot. But they were putting up a fight. Like, they were getting some point caps. They were getting some good fights in. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
with some adaptation, they could have easily pulled a map out if they wanted to. Like,
They
could.
felt similar to Cuddle on map 1.
Yeah.
Like at least map 1 round 1, it felt similar to Cuddle, and I think they could have done well. It's just it didn't. You know.
Luck was on their side once again. Brooke paid somebody to take out someone's power. Did it to me last season. Did it to them this season.
I think the issue that I have with teams, I think, is like this whole entire bracket, no one was better than us at Czar Reaper that we played. And they continuously let us start series off on Czar Reaper with like I don't get it. Like
Yeah.
or
Honestly,
they would like let us like I don't understand it.
I'm with you on that, Tool. There's a lot of teams I see where like they're alone. I feel like they could place a lot better, or even just like have really good maps where they just kind of struggle. If they just focus a little more time on like prepping their bands ahead of time, like just looking at the team they're facing, like, hey, what do they play?
Yeah.
Like
It
those,
just like Cuddle's literally the only team in bracket. Well, it's because that they're our team in our org, so they knew.
Mhm.
And I was like, you better not let us play Czar Reaper map 1. I swear to God.
I
And
know.
Yeah.
they actually were able to kind of give us the biggest fight on map 1. We adjusted though, and it was fine
Yeah.
from there. But we'll get to that later.
I
But
say
yeah,
this has always been
Yeah.
known, but like I don't know. I will attribute like a lot of Solar's success, especially to like just pre-banning. Like, sure, yeah, we have good players, but like if you see some of the shit that goes on, like everyone knows by now, Cloud has a VOD
Well, I
of
mean-
every single game that plays, and like we go over that stuff. Like that helps you.
if you think
Whoa,
Having
whoa,
a good
whoa!
band.
Cut the leaks! Cut not the
If
It's
you-
leaks.
not a leak.
Quit
I literally
leaking.
said this in Diamond Chat. If you
If-
want to leak, I'll start leaking exact roster moves. I'm kidding, we have none.
Quit,
I have his
quit
Google Drive file.
leaking.
If you think about the best teams in the div all know how to ban well. Like
yeah. It's just all comes down to bans.
DB, Solar, Cuddle. I'd say all three of those
Even
teams
Checkmate
are
has good
pretty.
bans. Like they just
Yeah,
didn't.
Checkmate does from time. Like it's just like teams that do well understand what they're doing with their bans, and it's not just like shit that's thrown at the
Yeah.
wall. Like yes,
Yeah.
sometimes that will work out, but like more times than not, like good bans will like go a long way.
Yeah, like for example, like I see teams where like they'll like just an example. This isn't a CGL thing. This happened with Blackout's game yesterday. We played a team and they banned Diva like into us on the final map, despite our only like really bad tank the entire time being Diva, and we were just so confused why they'd first ban it. Like I see so many teams do that where they just kind of like ban something for the sake of they played it. It's like yeah, but did they do well on it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about the Solar Cuddle game, to me, the best way I could describe this game was just the battle of mental fortitude. Okay. So like a general analysis of it, Cuddle Puddle goes up 2-0 pretty quick. It looks like it's going to be a rough day for them. They go up 2-1 on Kings, and now they're up 2-0. Dixie just kind of looks out of sync. He's not really comfortable on the tanks that he's playing because there was no Cloud, there was no Xerneas, there was no Sonarchy. I mean, it was just it's just, unfortunate circumstances. It happens, right? But then, okay, they're down 2-0 in the series. They're down 2-0 in New Junk City. So, like, they're literally one sub point away from losing 3-0. And Dixie pulls out one of the biggest curveballs I think I've seen of all time. He gets off all the tanks that he had practiced, or I don't know if he practiced them or whatever. I don't know what the plan was, but he had it ran Ramatra all series. Pulls out the Ramatra, and he just lived. Rev and Burt went cuckoo banana butts, and they win New Junk, and then they dominate New Queen Street. And for a second there, Tool and I were watching it live. They took him to Dorado. Cuddle took him to Dorado. Dixie's on that diva. He's going crazy, but then it kind of just fell apart, and Cuddle took the momentum back. So the reason I say it's a battle of momentum, of mental fortitude, is because Solar's mental was out the first two maps. Then they locked back in the last two, and Cuddle's mentals were out the map 3 and 4. And then I don't know, they held them on point 3, and they took the momentum back, and they closed it out. But it was really close. And I just want to say real quick, um, and I'll solar glaze here for a second, and then we can feel free to give Cuddle their credit, because they did win. And to almost be reverse swept like that, and to have 5 minutes on point B to defend, or sorry, point C to defend on Dorado, and still pull it out. I mean, that's just insane. But something that I wanted to say, and I've said this in VCs, I haven't had a chance to say it on the podcast yet, was Tina, I think that was one of the Sinarchy, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that Tina's first game in CGL with the team?
Yes, Tina has been missing just like doing some stuff IRL for like the longest time, and then she
Yeah.
came back around midway through midseason and started scrimming
Yeah.
us a bit, especially when we knew that after we looked at the schedule, we were kind of like, frick, we're not gonna have me, Cloud, Zern. We're like, we gotta figure something
Yeah.
out here because that was our main
And
practice. Like at the time,
And
like
she looked phenomenal on the Kiriko, bro.
Oh yeah, no, we tried Tina in a scrimmer. It was like me, her,
Yeah.
and Zern. Oh no, it was me, her, and Locos actually for a little bit. No, for a bit.
Fire.
Loco showed up to say
Don't
hi.
Don't leak.
No, I'm just saying say hi. Just say hi. Hey, people, you can look at our roster, right?
No.
Like, you know that they're on the team.
I'm just making.
I'm not gonna say like, we play like the most I'll ever leak comp wise is that one screenshot I sent saying "Watch out, Wawa" with the Bastion comp. So, but yeah,
that was fire.
like I will say,
But-
like she definitely had like a bit of struggle coming into the like beginning of CGL and definitely Summer Showdown, just getting used to the team environment. But mid season she stepped up and pulled out big time.
Yeah. Her Kiriko was nuts. It felt like this meta is low-key built for her because her Curie was just great. I thought her Curie was actually better than Executies.
I'm
That's
pretty
just my opinion.
I'm gonna say Xerneas was actually helping her a little bit as well, like every now and again, just with some feedback when we did all play together. So it definitely helped her a ton, like just getting like it back in the groove with the team.
She pulled out the Moria. Also down. That was another swap on New Junk City that I felt like shifted the momentum. They swapped off onto the Moria, and she started doing really well on that. Paperclip also had a great game. I feel like Paperclip was probably like kind of the rock that kept that team together. But obviously it didn't way. It's Solar's second loss ever, which is kind of impressive to say. That's including regular season and playoffs. And unironically, their only 2 losses are to the same team. So
Yep. The
Death
storyline keeps
Blossoms
building.
still sucks. No, I'm just playing.
That's crazy. Hey, look at that matchup
but
between Solar. I'm kidding.
we'll see. Well, we haven't seen it yet. We
kidding.
still
I know.
haven't seen the
Yeah,
CGL gods.
I
Tool
know.
don't want us to play, bro. They
Don't
do
worry.
not
No,
want us
they
to
don't.
play.
They
opposite,
do not.
Don't worry, we'll
They
be
do
opposite
not.
side of the brackets in playoffs. One of us will get knocked to lower. We won't see each other until grand finals. It'll be a 4-0 one way or the other, and we'll have the exact same goddamn storyline. I'm calling it now.
No,
100%.
no, no,
100%.
no. No,
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 no.
I'm talking
If it's
by
a
fate.
4-0, I'm quitting, bro. I'm quitting
No, dude,
in
no,
the
but think
podcast.
about it this way.
I'll give the server to Nax. If it's a 4-0, I'll give the server to Nax. Someone
Do
clip
not
it.
make
Nax,
that.
Someone
Nax,
clip it.
Nax will
We gotta
throw
win
it.
4-0 now.
Nax will throw
We gotta win
it.
4-0 now. We gotta get
My
our dots
third
together.
org ever. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I'll throw in
Um,
really about the Solar Cuddle game real quick, just because I feel like it's unfair if I don't say anything. I
Yeah.
did just show
Oh,
up
yeah,
for
you
fifth
should.
map. I couldn't play, but I will say we had a very strong League Dorado. Like I heard the comms, everyone was flowing well. Like we should have won the map. I think the nerves just got to people when Cuddle started to pull out some fight wins. Like I was seeing ults get
Mhm.
misused. I was seeing staggers that it should not have happened. Like we would never do.
Yeah.
And I think that it really came down to we were playing a lot of players who aren't used to that kind of pressure. Like obviously
Yeah.
the whole Solar roster was like you guys they had taken care of it. They were used to this.
Yeah.
But there's some players who were new, and it showed. And I'm not putting it against them. This is the first time. I told them after like nerves aren't. If you're nervous, that's fine. We expect that. I was nervous during
Yeah, be
fucking playoffs last
nervous.
season.
Yeah, be nervous, bro. And I just think that just goes to show you, like, I don't think it matters what players, I don't think it matters what players Solar fields. Like, you can never underestimate them. We've got 11 amazing quality players. Yeah, winning culture. Tool says it all the time. Winning freaking culture. So Solar just, they've got more bags of tricks on their up their sleeve. They're not just a one team either way. But I think that's important because, let's say, God forbid, something happens in the end of season playoffs. And I think with more time with Dixie practicing tank at this level and getting Tina back into the lineup and everything, that's also a great lineup right there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need all these other pieces. You can win with that. But they also have other options. So I think they'll be okay.
Do we want to chime
Yeah,
into
so
the?
my input on like the whole series as a whole. So I kind of like was mentioning, me and Vert watched it all together. I was kind of mentioning to him, I was like, as soon as Cuddle went up 2, I was like, it's not over. You never know. Like with these teams
Yeah.
playing, it could literally be map 5 anybody. And then
Right.
I think the big turning point in map 5 wasn't just necessarily the hold. And Doryu was having like an absolute stinker of like a 3 map set
No.
in a row. And then
Oh, I
he got one.
forgot.
He got a freebie. Also, by the way, you still haven't given him credit yet. But I'll wait until.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
let
yeah.
you- Anyways, Andor, got a free pulse bomb onto, I think it was Rev, because Rev like had coach gunned up top, and Doryu just walked up behind him and stuck him in the back for free. I think that kind of like made Andoryu more comfortable on the map. He got his one, and like he just
Yeah.
like he started to play a lot better and controlling angles with Tracer more, and it just like it felt like that was the big turning point for me. I even mentioned in the VC with Vert, I was like, yeah, that's a good pulse. That's a big pulse, honestly, because it's just like good for confidence. Is what were my words almost exactly word for word there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get
Listen,
to watch
man.
the first 4 maps, so yeah, I can't chime in on those.
Yeah.
I do know
Okay.
Vert has words to eat though. I do think he has
Yep.
words to eat. Even I
Yeah.
said Endoryu's good.
Uh-huh. It's time for me to walk back a couple of sentences I said on the last podcast. During the last podcast, I made some implications that, well, I'll just flat out say it. I said Endoryu was ass. I said he was not that good. And if anything, I'll just take the coach tool approach on this. I like being proven wrong. He had a good day. I wish he could have had a better day today. Um, but he had a good day, and I still feel like I could justify my argument by saying he only had a good day. But I'll give credit where credit's due. He looked really good, and also I was actually really impressed with Executi's play these last 2 games. She's definitely stepped it up a ton.
I think
The
Reese
last few
being on the
games.
team has really helped her.
Bro's bro's just eating.
Bro's
He's just like,
munching.
yep. He's just basking in
I
this.
will
And we haven't
say-
even talked about Death Blossoms yet.
I think Reese and Execute has been an insane duo. I think it's underrated. I've been
Yeah.
watching back a lot of their games.
Except
It's
when
been-
Execute's on Lucio.
Oh, I didn't get to see that.
She actually didn't look bad.
I think just
I
like
mean,
with the Kiri
I must
wig, they
have
have a really
blocked
good
that out.
combo.
I must have blacked out. I don't remember that. Yo, Nax, what's your
Yeah.
thoughts on the series? Because you haven't said anything. You've been quiet.
Dude, about like Solar Cuddle.
Solar Cuddle.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Solar Cuddle.
Look. Let this be a lesson to all the teams out there. Like, if you cannot take a punch and come back from it, it's really fucking hard. You need to figure out how to find drive while you're down.
Yep.
Period. Point blank. That is it. You need to figure out how to get the tempo back.
Yeah.
Like, get yourself in those situations more. Be uncomfortable more. You can have all the confidence in the world, but if you're not confident you can come back from something, I don't know. Start thinking about it.
Yeah.
games are
That's
lost in the
all I
mental.
gotta say, dude. Like, if you can't find the dig, you can't start from a roll. That's what I'm saying.
So he's basically saying be more like Solar. Got it. Okay. Next topic.
I'll
Solar
quickly
needs to
add-
be more like
I'll
Solar.
quickly add-
LOL.
Games are lost in the mental, not in the gameplay. Like, sure, there are games where you just will be outclassed mechanically, but the games that matter that you lose are lost in the mental.
Yeah, which is why I said that Map 5 series was like definitely just a battle of mental fortitude. Like it felt like
Exactly.
Cuddle had all the mental and then Solar took it, and then like in the final hour Cuddle took it again.
I think you'll lose to them again. Mark my words.
I
You know
don't know
what?
about that.
I think you could say that, and I think that's fine. But again, I'll say it. Solar's bag of tricks, bro. You pull out a flex support who hasn't had an opportunity to practice as much. She goes crazy. You pull out Dixie on his most uncomfortable tanks because he doesn't have Cloud to complement him. He does okay. I'm not gonna act like he did better than he actually did. He had his gaffes. He had his big gaffes. But this is also his first season in a league like this. He's very new. He's got a lot to learn, and there's still 4 more weeks. And so I also think I think truly in my heart of hearts, Solar will be okay. After they lost to Cuddle, let it be known, after they lost to Cuddle, they went on that crazy lower bracket run, and they only lost 2 maps, and they 4-0 Death Blossoms in the finals. So Cuddle beating Solar is actually kind of a beneficial thing for Solar.
So the record does prove it.
This early in the cycle, though, I think it gives Cuddle way more confidence. I think they're gonna run with it, man.
I feel like
I'm
the
just saying.
comments
I'm just
that
saying.
goes-
Do not
Okay,
write them
okay.
off.
Well,
Oh,
That's all I'm
no.
saying.
And I actually
everyone
think-
knows not to write them off.
Yeah,
He was there last
well,
season.
yeah, because I was reverse swept by them, bro. I
Yeah,
know
we
not to write
we
them
know
off,
not
bro.
to write them off. They went from getting stomped to freaking being
But-
one stomping.
Yeah, I will say I think this, and Tool's gonna disagree with me here. Okay, I think we can officially say this is a 3-team league, ladies and gentlemen. I am elevating Cuddle Puddle to higher status, but we
Well,
can talk about that later. I don't think
No,
it's just
I'm
a
fine
2-team
with
league.
No,
a
with
3-team league.
No,
I'm
no,
fine with
I think
Yeah.
that's valid, especially considering this is very a DB favored meta. 3-1 in grand finals is insane. Speaking of grand finals,
Yeah,
Oh.
what a segue. Let me keep Sanarki around. The grand
Yep.
finals did not go Cuddle Puddle's way at all. Why don't we let the 2 DB fellas talk about this?
I'll let Nax go first because I
Let
think
them
he
have
has
the
something
limelight.
that he could. I think he has something that he wants to show to everybody, maybe. Before we
Ah.
start talking.
I don't know.
We're
I
gonna
mean,
do that now.
we
We're
could
doing
do
it
it now
now.
if you wanted.
Now.
Listen.
Do we want to do
here's-
that now?
I don't know if I want to. I want to save that for the end. You know, give it an outro. Yeah, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Right, the series was far closer than 3-1 would have suggested, and they played well. I think
Right.
like a lot of those losses just came from angles, came from a little bit of pressure diff, and like
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I think we adjusted well to what they were putting out, but I think they might be able to outmaneuver us in the future. Like I said,
We'll
you
see.
can't write them off. All I know, I like Wu Gang. I'm gonna shoot fucking people, bro. Like-
I will say I think considering Cuddle doesn't have a coach and they
They
play
do.
a lot of games in a lot of days.
Oh,
they have a coach?
they've got coaching.
I think they got a
Okay.
coach thanks to after they joined Overmind. Didn't you guys get them set up with one or two?
Yeah, we did get them a coach. He's there from time to time, and then Ghost was also there that day helping them too. So
Okay. Well, I don't like
Yeah.
Ghost's coaching, and I would tell that to him if he was here, but but anyway, because he was talking about some. Listen. Okay, we could talk about the DB DB Cuddle game. I just have one more thing I have to say about the Cuddle Solar game. I was
Oh my
watching
God.
it back because it wasn't. No, shut up, shut up, shut up. This is important. I forgot to
Holy
say it
yeah,
because
bro.
I was listening to. I was watching Cuddle's POV because that was the stream link that I had available. And when Geo and them went up 2-0, Geo was like, "They've never been in this situation before. They're gonna crumble," and then they didn't crumble. So I thought that was funny. But also, I'm not gonna lie, that map 3 and 4 loss, those spans were low key terrible. I'm not gonna hold you. It
Yeah,
was
man's
low
not
key
here to
dog,
defend
but
himself. We got Nax. Yo, Nax, defend goes for for him.
No, why would he defend? Yeah, Nax. Yeah,
Yeah,
defend
Nax-
Ghost for
Nax is
on
taking his
behalf of
Bert,
spot.
Ghost.
you're an idiot and you don't deserve
Wow.
anything that you
Okay.
have.
That's
Okay,
all
Um,
right. Fine. I'll
iPad
be the one
kid,
to
alright.
Texas
defend
diff. Sorry.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. My fault.
Wow. Okay.
Next
Damn.
topic. So
Didn't know it could
yeah,
get
let's talk
worse.
about the DB Cuddle game.
Hello,
We
Ghost.
already
Keep
were
going.
talking about it. You're the one who pivoted off of it.
Yeah, no, I don't
Amazing
want to talk
segue and
anymore.
all. Honestly, I'm be honest. I watched the first two maps and then got swept away by something else. However, I will say the game was looking. I thought honestly it was gonna be back and forward for 3-2 of just whoever had map pick one. Like that's what I thought it was gonna be.
It was until it wasn't.
Well, yeah, that's what. Well, I mean, like it went from 2-0. It went from a 2-0 on what was it? Samoa to a
Yeah.
3-0 on what was it? Cervasa?
No.
Cervasa or New Junk? Okay, I
3-2
forget.
on
Dorado
on
was close.
Dorado.
And
Oh,
then
it was
we
Dorado.
3-0'd
Yeah,
Cervasa.
3-2. It was 3-2 Dorado. That's what it was. Never mind.
And then we slammed Cervasa, and then Kings Row was close.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like I honestly feel like like if Cuddle probably could have won KR, it would have been 3-2. Like I feel that's how it was gonna be. Just you guys were just going back and forth on those map picks.
We have a live fact check in the Twitch chat right now.
What?
Reese says, "I don't even know if it's fair to say that Cuddle has a coach because I haven't met him."
That's also valid.
That is
Also
valid.
valid.
Yo, Cuddle, if you're looking for
Yeah,
coaching,
but
hit me. I'm
that's
kidding.
that was interesting. But yeah, Saravasa, I felt like the Moria Wu Yang was definitely a comp of all time. I don't was Nutter Butter was he there tonight? Was he available to
He
play?
He
was
definitely
in
was. He
lobby.
definitely was. I
Oh.
thought
Okay, so
that's what they were gonna do. That map was
yeah,
they're
you
gonna
gotta
put
put him
another
in
in,
for the lose.
and then I
Yeah.
thought they were just gonna run at Raj the whole time, and then they did
And
like
then
a slow version of it that was never gonna work.
So this is my
they should
like,
have
this
just
is, I don't know.
they should have just committed to the Lucio.
I'm be honest, my read
Yeah.
of like it's sound like maps like Saravasa. I feel like the Lucian just gets so much value on those kind of maps. Like the
Mhm.
speed,
Right.
just the speed to rotate, especially like that speed will get you an extra point touch or an extra point fight. Like it's insane. Like Kiri Weing might be better on the actual fight itself, but Lucio's speed just gives you so much more value and like push and flashpoint this season.
Right. Especially with Judo out of the meta, Yang's just better. You gotta
Thank
have that
God.
Lucio, bro. I mean, it's less sustained healing with the Wu Yang, but you don't need sustain if Nax just kills someone, right?
I was about to
So
say,
it's
yeah, in the wise words of someone once told me, why the hell are you healing them when you can just kill the person damaging them? Like,
Yo.
there's no reason to heal somebody if you can just kill the other person instead. Like, you do more
Yeah.
damage than you do healing.
Right. Indeed. And then King's Row, man. I don't even want to talk about King's Row.
Why not?
I
Why
like
are we
it.
on
From what I saw,
Kings Row?
From what
I
saw,
told you this would be a
King's Row was
great episode for you and Nax, bro. I hate this
love our
episode.
Kings Row comp.
Jack was not off. Jack was on.
I will say this right now. I think Cuddle kind of threw with the comp a bit on that map, but I feel like they were still putting up pretty good stats into the hog.
Of course they're gonna put good stats up. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. It's okay.
No,
It's
I think
okay.
I think
Oh, you're gonna make me say it, right? That's what's gonna happen.
No, for once, I'll say it. I think Cuddle just didn't really look at the right heroes. Like they were just playing the same thing. they
Thank
always
you.
do.
They fell for the bait. Our Roadhog was a little bait, and they fell for it. They fell
look
for
at
our
that-
trap card.
Like I'm
We
gonna be
want you to
honest,
look
your
at the
life
rope.
fever was the freest thing. Sometimes like I'm
And that's
watching
why, God, it's
No
too damn
hate.
bad now, isn't it? If you don't look at him, he's not that free now.
No hate to Infused Onion. You were the life fever in the hog
No,
comp
all
looks so
hate.
free.
What?
It looks so.
Guess what?
You're
That's
looking
why
like a
he's
snack
playing that
sometimes.
aggressive though, because he knows the enemy team hasn't looked at him the whole game, so he's playing more aggressive. He's like, "Fuck it.
It makes
If
me
they're
mad
not
'cause-
gonna look at me,
Yeah, makes me mad because it's something that's even before before the Cuddle game, I was also watching some DB games, thinking like, hey, we should probably prep for a bit for that because we've already done all we can for Cuddle. I was looking, I'm like, wow, we should take him to KR just to force this shit because we can win this.
Yeah.
Like we pointed out
And-
really early on. Oh,
And
well.
Jack played good. We made a joke about counting how many hooks he missed. And we kept a count, but then we forgot.
Is it a Jack game if we can't
But
count it? If you can't count,
yeah,
if it goes over
yeah,
both your hands, then it's a Jack
he
game.
he did his job. I feel like low
He did.
key the difference makers in terms of players were just like JML, Deadeye, and Nax. No, not even Glazing is Nax, but I just feel
Dude,
like y'all.
Jack is an
That
HP
that
stick that
wasn't
occasionally
in
gets to
map
pick.
last. That wasn't in last map.
I don't think it was, no.
Oh yeah, Ghostly. Why do you switch his username, bro? That pissed
I
me
don't
off.
know, because he wanted to. It's fine.
Yeah.
And now he's
I don't know.
Null. He's now Null.
He was okay.
No.
I
I remember
thought
the
he
He's
was
entire
okay
okay.
today.
Bro, I saw Null and no one told me you guys changed his name, so I was like, wait, did you guys like somehow manage to sign someone mid-season? Like, hold up. I had to check
Yeah.
something. I was
man.
like, oh, never mind. Ghostly's changed his name. I had to go check.
Yeah,
Had me
But yeah,
worried
no,
for a
I
second.
thought
When Jack's
thought-
on point on Roadhog, he's by far like really good at that hero, and he actually hits hooks and he punishes
Yeah.
positioning
I
really
think
well.
it's like the opposite of Pickle. You know, Pickle makes his best plays when he's off the point C9ing, you know, but like when it comes to Jack, he's on point, he's making plays. I swear to God though, I see him off point and it's like he misses a hook on an AFK target. It's very weird. No
yeah,
hate to you, Jack.
I
I
just
think you're still
thought
a really good tank. It's just I've seen some really questionable things from you in the games I have seen.
it was interesting that he came in without playing. I don't remember when the last time he played
Yeah,
in
see,
the
see,
CGO
you
game
guys
for you
say this stuff
guys.
about Jack, but you try to come be a
Yeah.
hog specialist and come in once in a blue moon to play fucking Roadhog.
I
I
could
dare
play.
you to try that shit. That's
Dude,
tough as
dude
fuck.
came in map 4 cold.
Like the
and,
dude
like,
wasn't playing
slow
Overwatch
rolled.
for like 2 hours, like all day long. He didn't play Overwatch all day long.
See, most teams would just put
And
an
he-
actual tank player on Hog. I just put a DPS player on Hog. They'll be able to aim the hook better and just fucking one-shot some guy or start a fight every time.
Nope, Jack is
Valid.
our hog. No one
Jack
has
is your
never
hog.
changed.
I'm not gonna deny that. I'm just
He's
saying if I had to
jacking
put
his
for
hog?
your fuck off for it. for your challenge tool though, I will say if anyone on Solar I had to put it on Hog, I'd be honest, I just probably put Revin on Hog.
Okay, good for you.
That's
Good
all
for
I'm
you.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
Didn't
Too
Rev
bad you
go
weren't in
hog?
grand finals, huh? Like I don't want to be that
Yeah,
guy, but you
alright, yeah,
actually
I'm
alright,
not trying to
yeah.
start
talking
beef.
about all these
You're the one-
hypotheticals. You
Mhm.
talking about all these
Yeah,
hypotheticals. I was gonna
alright.
say it's fine you didn't make it. Winners win, but they find a way to win. You
Alrighty.
didn't win, so that's tough. You didn't have your
Alrighty.
players, but you want to sit here and keep talking shit about my players when you weren't in the fucking grand finals, bitch. So go sit your ass in third place.
Oh! Oh my
Alrighty,
god!
That's
We
fine.
would have
I
shit on you
remember-
anyways. We were the better Zod Reaper comp. Raj would have absolutely destroyed
Actually-
Cloud and ripped him
I
to
actually
shreds.
don't know. I don't know.
I
about
know.
that, but
I know. Trust me.
I don't know about
Alrighty.
We
that.
had 3
I don't
deaths
know.
to checkmate on that comp. We had 0
Shit,
deaths
oh.
to other people on that comp. We did not die very often on that comp. We were better.
Alrighty. I'll
I'm
let sit.
Guess
we
we'll
want
never.
to
I'll
sit
let
here
playoffs do the
because we
talking
want
for
to
me.
sit here and keep talking shit about DB players while we're winning, which is crazy. Because when you guys won, I didn't talk shit about you. I gave you credit. So
That's
shut the fuck up.
Valid.
No,
Oh my
I will give DB credit. I was saying y'all were playing well. I just want to
So
play well.
shut the fuck up about my boy Jack.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Dang.
Ah!
I'll let playoffs
I'm not
do the
gonna
talking.
take
That's
that
fine.
shit no more.
I'll let
I
playoffs
was
do
gonna
my.
let it go and then he kept going. I was gonna let it go and he kept going. I
We
couldn't.
Alrighty. I'll say I'll
You
let
know-
playoffs. I'll let playoffs be my rebuttal for that. I'll let playoffs be my rebuttal for that one.
Okay.
Excuses
okay.
are the
Fuck.
stories that we tell ourselves that are
Fuck, like it was
happening.
fine, but he just kept going. It was ridiculous. Like
Alrighty.
Wait. GG's.
fuck. Alright, somebody else can take over. I'm done now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Quiet all pod just to crash out on Snarky again.
He does this a lot.
Like more Snarky.
That
bro.
one's a
More
real
Snarky.
crash out on him. The other one was like he got in the way and I just accidentally crashed out. That one was a real.
Okay, what I will say is I do agree. You know, winners find a way to win.
They do.
Mid-season
I
was mid-season was good. Go ahead next.
I wanna like read back and just like figure out how long we talked about the excuses in which why Solar lost that game.
Yeah,
I'm not
there was a lot
excusing
of- There was a
anything.
lot of no. We played like shit on the last map.
No,
I'm gonna be
especially
brutally honest with you.
I'm not excusing anything. I'm saying it was still the fact that you had all those players in, you still made it close, and then you lost. Like that was a very winnable series.
Any
But
way to
they
discount
lost.
to win. Anyway,
not this guy.
No
Yeah.
shit! No
oh
shit,
my
dude.
God,
That's why
sure.
I crashed. That's why I crashed.
I understand it, Tool.
lost.
I get it. Hey, look, I mean, if you got a better
Of
roster,
course you
got a
get
better
it.
roster,
You're on
but like,
team. You're on his team. Of course.
I
You
mean,
get it. He
are you gonna let me
coaches you.
finish my goddamn sentence, Vert?
We're already
Yeah, I
wasting
was,
this
I was
episode.
talking. Okay, dude. All I'm saying is, man, like, you've got this awesome fucking roster. We get it. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like, you have a
Valid.
right to talk about it. You guys do win. So, like,
You don't have the right
But
to
you
shit
lost.
talk DB at all right now, though, because we won midseason.
And you know what?
Regardless
That's fair.
of who was in front of
That's
us,
fair.
you
You
don't.
That's valid.
You have zero
That's
right.
valid.
Yep.
There is zero right for any DB shit talk at all. This fucking
That's fair.
this podcast. We
That's
earned
valid, bro.
all the fucking praise
You know what? Yeah, it's
because
fine,
we
yeah.
kept getting. We always get shit because I talk shit, and
Yep.
that's fair, and I
You know
accept it. But we deserve praise when we deserve it, and
You know-
we fucking earned it.
Yeah, I'll just say this. I'll let you balance it out now. If you guys want to shout out any player in particular, talk about how any of them played. Go right now. Do it now.
No,
Okay,
there's no
okay.
need to
What
shout
I-
them out because
what
they
I-
know what they did, and
Fair.
they don't need
What I
shout
will
outs.
say-
If you want to bring attention,
I-
that's all I was trying to say. If anyone has, if you feel like,
I
if you
feel like-
we're
I
discounting
feel like-
something, go ahead.
Didn't I just say a second ago I felt like JML, Deadeye, and Nax went nuts? Like, I
I
feel like
listen.
that's
No,
balanced.
you did. That's fine. I wasn't
Yeah.
crashing out at you, was I, Bert? I wasn't
Hey,
crashing
hey,
out at
Nax
you.
said something. Nax threw some.
It was
Nax
because
threw
he's
some on
irritated
there.
too. Because you have to look at it from our point of view, okay?
Okay.
Like we won midseason, and we were almost not getting credit there for a little bit because
Yeah.
it was
Sure.
just like,
That
and
is
it was
fair.
like it
Because
was
it's
quite a
prologue.
it was prolonged too, where it's like, well, you know, we would have beat you
That's
guys on
fair.
that comp.
That's,
We would have
no,
beat you there.
No.
Oh, we would have did
No.
this. Oh, well, too
No.
damn
Yep.
fucking bad. You weren't there now, were you? We're talking about all these hypotheticals that don't fucking happen because you didn't fucking show up when you needed to.
That's fair.
Yeah, valid. That's valid. That's so valid. Well,
Shout out to Cuddle, by the way. That's who I want to shout out.
That is true.
Shout out to the other team in our org. Shout out to Cuddle.
making it.
They played
We're
in the same,
making it.
yeah.
Because Eclipsed didn't have
Yeah.
both of their org teams in a grand finals last
That's fair.
season. Sorry, I had to add it on
Okay,
just because I'm pissed.
okay,
In general, I had to pile it on. I had to.
I think
he's
I
been
think the check-based
scrapped
trade
for
is
sleep
crazy.
lately. You know.
I will say the check-based trade was a little far, but I do think we deserve that crash out. I deserve that crash out.
that crash out was
getting a little
valid.
too far.
Can we
I
get
was
a
having
valid
it.
crash out in the
Oh,
chat?
God.
I feel like that was valid.
Oh,
Reese
God.
already fucking added me in our server, said valid crash out, and
No,
I
I
started
didn't.
laughing
Those-
almost.
No, I'll admit I was
Yeah.
wrong. No, I shouldn't be shit talking. We did lose. That is on
Yeah,
me.
you lost.
We lost.
And you know what? I think I
Because
said
as
it.
much as
I think I
shit
said
talk,
it.
I'm very humble when
That's
I need
true.
to be. I'm very humble.
Right.
I love shit talking,
He's so
but I am the
humble. He even says
I
it
am
on the
one of
podcast.
the most humble people when I get like reverts Rev. I shit talked him nonstop. He showed up. You forwarded us. I gave him all the credit and flower in the world, and now
Right.
we're cool and we DM each other and we have a good time. Like it's all
Yeah.
good. Like
Right.
If you
But I-
earn your flowers, you earn your flowers. End of story. Like you earn that shit at the end of the day. Like,
Alrighty.
you know, we can talk our shit and be like, oh man, it's unfortunate that we didn't have this, or this. And
That's
like
fair, yep.
you know, it's like, listen, I get it, man. Truly, I do. Like you didn't have your full roster there, but you know, you picked a time and you played.
They could.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have won.
You picked a time and you played.
Yeah.
You know.
They could have won.
They could've, yep.
And they were close. And yeah, I
I,
feel like
I will.
all
I will
learning
stop it
experience.
here before we have another crash out or argument. I think we should talk about now.
No
Since we want to
argument,
give,
no.
I
Yeah,
will give you
yeah,
a puzzle
yeah.
on how we should do the praise
let's,
here. Is I
let's
think we
do a
should.
tier list. Let's do a tier list because I think we could all agree on our tier list. So let's do a tier list.
hold on.
One thing before the tier list, I want to add on. Do we talk MVPs of the mid-season overall great players?
Mirage?
Mirage was not. I'll give it to Mirage. I think a lot of people said he was a little shaky sometimes, but overall in the grand finals and especially in the match, he showed up.
Where was he shaky? On dive? On our two maps we lost on
I
dive?
will say, yeah, he did look a little shaky on dive. That's what we were mainly talking about. But in the Zarya, he was I have no complaints there. He
Actually,
played amazing.
I feel like his
10 out of
Winston
10.
wasn't even the problem in dive.
wasn't.
I
It
don't
wasn't
think
a problem,
it's
though.
I think it's just it's our whole comp as a general on that. It's not even
Yeah.
just on
That's
Raj.
fair,
It's just
yeah.
us as a
It's
That
just
is fair.
if it's not
unprepared.
Raj,
Diff.
it's not Raj. I don't have any other argument on our team even for our player, and you can't pick somebody else from another team.
That's
It's
fair.
like it's definitely Raj. It's definitely
Is it
Raj.
too late? Is it too late to pick Jack?
No, wait, no, it is Jack. Sorry, you're right. It's
Yeah.
Jack. I lied.
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm
All I
No,
know
okay.
is that whenever my father goes, he doesn't come back, but Jack always brings it home. Every
What?
That's
time.
true.
What?
He
Someone clip
does.
that, please.
Jack the closer. Jack the
Somebody
closer.
clip that. Uh,
Alrighty. Do I have
yeah,
my tier
I'm
list
not
ready to
apparently the
go?
closer anymore. But
You are for the forward.
anyway,
Jack the closer for DB.
couple of things I wanted to. Well, I guess I feel like we kind of talked about it with Cuddle going up, but I just wanted to talk about like, they go 3-2 versus Wawa, 3-2 versus Solar, and then 3-1 versus DB. I wonder where they're gonna be in terms of their. I feel like some of their play can be lackluster at times, but I don't know. They made it to the finals. Solar didn't.
Yep.
And I think I even said to Tool when we were watching the thing back, I was like, I tell teams all the time, if you're gonna win, you gotta find a way to win. Try not to make
Yep.
excuses for good teams. Got to do the same for Solar there. So,
The winning attitude didn't show
question.
through. That's all I'll
Yeah,
say.
before we go to the tier list, I have a question. Very important question. Tool,
Yes.
has your opinion on Shoreline changed at all?
A little bit. I think he's better than most tanks in the div, but see, the reason why I call people dog shit is because if you can't do it against like DB or Solar, like ever, you're dog shit to me. Like, and that might feel a little unfair, but like I need some people to fucking contest us. Cuddle's proven that
Valid.
they can contest us, and I think that's literally the only team that's proven that they can contest DB and Solar consistently the past 2 seasons, outside
Yeah.
of Lunar when Lunar was around.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
think Checkmate did kind of show some promise there, beating Cuddle in the
Well,
regular season. They showed some promise, and I feel like
I
with some
think
changes, they might be able.
Cuddle played like horrible, but that's not
Yeah.
DB or Solar though, is it though either?
Hey, they played you
So
guys and did take a map off
but
you. And
hey, but
if you're
we
gonna, all I'll say is if you're gonna respect a Cuddle for going 3-1 against you guys in grand finals, I think going 3-1 against you guys in the first round is a
I'm
pretty
more
good
so
way to set
talking
them.
about Cuddle like last season doing
Oh,
really
that's
well,
true.
and then
That's true.
they've shown shines still here too. So
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
we'll see.
I feel like the top three could easily be considered like it's Cuddle, DB, obviously top there. They made it to grand finals. Can't argue on that. Solar there. We've pointed out points why I won't go over it. I gotta stop it. But I will say
Yeah.
Checkmate could easily be up there as well with some changes and some work. Like they've shown they can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We
Alrighty.
are yapping on the same points over and over again. Let's go to our second half of the season power ranking. Gotta get this quick.
All
here in
right,
just
let
a
me get
moment.
this tier list up. Does it work? Oh my god, first try. Why is Nax over it? Get down to it.
Yeah. Nax overall. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey,
Alrighty.
Sorry.
Hopefully this-
that's the real tier list.
Oop, someone died.
Oh.
Okay, he's
Should be
back.
good now.
Okay, cool. So let's just put the 3 teams in S tier that should be in S tier.
Yeah.
Like so Solar, Cuddle, DB. There's
Listen, let me
no
just pull
doubt.
it up. Yeah. I will put it in this order though, for the obvious reason of just how it was played out.
Sure, that's fine, and we can
Yep.
do that. I'm okay
We'll
with
put it
that.
in
I
the
didn't
order.
even need it.
I
didn't even need it in order.
No, I gotta reform after that. No, you're right. I was talking too much shit. I wasn't saying. I
And
was going
then
crazy. I'll put
and then I'm sadly gonna say tier break, and then put
can
Checkmate and Wawa.
I feel like I would do this then tier break. Honestly, they were the only
No,
team. No, okay.
I
Well,
think. What does everybody else think? This is our tier list together, though.
yeah. What do you think? I feel like these two teams showed they can compete at the high, up here. They just need the practice.
I
And I
feel
feel like
like-
that's exactly what I would put
yeah.
below an S.
I feel like Coach Tool can talk about how DB is great, which is totally fair. But I'm not gonna sit here and discredit Checkmate. Let's keep it
Oops.
honest. It was 4-3 on Kings. Okay,
Fine,
Shoreline
fine.
was two. He was 2 feeds away from not losing Kings Row. 2 feeds.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then we can
So-
put Checkmate and Wawa there. That's fine. But then I need 2 tier breaks in, and we start putting people
Yeah.
in C.
That's fair.
That
I-
I can
that-
work with.
My point of view about Checkmate is like, dude, like, yeah, they had the 2 maps where they showed up, but they had 2 maps where they didn't. Like it felt like a
The reason-
worse team
the
than
reason I
Cuddle
think-
overall through the series.
And that's why
The
they're an
reason
A,
I
not
think
S.
the reason I think that's important, though, you highlight a good point. Shoreline was their starting tank for like 2 games, maybe 2 maps before that series. They had a new flex support on. Like they just had so many things working against them, and they still almost brought it back. So I think with practice, this is going to be a dangerous team come
Yeah.
into season playoffs.
And that is what I would
Like-
put as an A tier under S. Like I don't think there's a
Yeah,
tier break
I
there.
actually think Wawa could be below because their performance versus Cuddle the second half of
think,
that series was.
I feel like
horrendous.
it's like they just need to there's some room to improve there, but they could do it. That's what I don't see. I see a world where these two teams could easily you could make an argument with some practice they could contend with these teams currently with some practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't put a tier break. However, this I agree with Tool is that there's just teams that haven't really shown up yet.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
think
we
they
need
did
the
the time.
double team break after. Like, we really do.
But
I'm sorry,
I don't
everybody
mean this
else.
I don't mean this as flame. I feel like a lot of them have good players.
This is valid.
There's just as we mentioned earlier, there's things that work
Everybody
against
else
them.
is in the bin. I'm sorry. Everybody else is literally in the bin. I don't care how we put this now. I see them all as F tier in my opinion. So you all can take this
I mean,
away.
if we're just gonna go like this, then it's there.
If there's
they made it
one
this season.
team that can beat Wawa or Checkmate on a day, what team is it?
It's Aura. It's Aura.
It's probably Aura, I guess. Yeah, that'd be the one team if they're
This
like
is how I'd
locked
order
in.
it. This is how I'd order it. Aura beat Monarch for
Yeah.
that spot, so you got to put them above. And then EIG,
Sure.
as much as I love
Yeah.
them, they as much as I love them, they did not really show up. I don't know. I feel like Solar it was not that great in the first round one.
Does Stalemate have a roster? Is that something that's like?
I will confirm they have players. They can play going forward.
I know
roster.
Theory's been typing a lot. I don't know, man. My whole thing is like, dude, I think like of any of the teams here, like I think Aura can beat Wawa and Stalemate can beat Wawa. I don't know about Checkmate, but like that's the thing though, is that like, is it 2 breaks away? Like,
What,
is it?
Stalemate? Yes.
With,
they're two
I
breaks
will
away.
say they would have probably been up here in A if they were current roster, like maybe even one below. But with how their roster kind of imploded a bit, I'd have to put them down here till we see them next season because we haven't seen them since.
Well, then let's see.
Yeah.
It's all theoretical. Like
Yeah.
I can't.
And then,
If we're talking, after me saying all this stat set for why these two should be here in A, I can't say, oh, Stalemate should be here off of pure theoretical. Like, no, I need.
No,
stats to
and
prove it.
like, of course they have to earn it, but like, I'm talking about like, can they beat them? Like, you know, and that's why I'm like, okay, like, yeah, tier
think they
break and all
could.
that kind of stuff. It's a little bit overblown, but like,
The reason why I need that double tier break is because they're so far apart from the top 3. It's not funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that's why
these two
double
showed they
tier
can
break.
compete. Like, honestly, I would do this.
yeah,
Even,
I mean,
actually,
like,
this
I
would be
agree with that.
this would be a better way of putting it based off what we're talking about.
There,
Like,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
these
That's
two are
better.
definitely
I
two
agree.
below
There
it.
you
But
go.
these guys with some work could pass this tier break. And same with these guys. These guys could easily pass this tier break and make it up here. And
There,
even,
so
like,
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
And
That's how I
then,
this
wanted it to be.
logistically makes sense in my head now.
This
then
is what I
anyways-
wanted from the get-go. This is what I wanted.
and then there's the rest. There you go. That's all we need.
There we go. Perfect. Fire.
Shadow was the top out of
I
these
think
5.
I think I'd put Shadow in A tier. That's a joke.
Honestly, as much as I love the guys at Shadow, like as much as I've worked with them and they have great energy, they prove they can beat these teams in this tier, really the same tier with them. But
Hey,
I don't
they
think they can
can.
compete with anyone up here. They can't like. Like
I've got a
even-
plat team that wants to scrim those guys, by the way.
Like
So
here,
if you
No.
wanna hook me up. What do you mean
Hold on,
no?
Quickly, let me
Yeah,
let me
no.
quickly fix
It is
this.
the plat team that just won the midseason plat, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
Let me fix, I would even
Yeah,
do this
no.
potentially.
Yeah, no. He said.
What?
I would,
What?
in the nicest way.
Yes.
I don't think
no,
any of these
that's
teams here
so
lost to any
real.
of these guys.
No, that's so real. You're
As
so
much as-
real for that extra tier break. You're so real for that.
I think the tier can be broken up into 4 spots. Like it's hard to like look at it this way, Vert. If any of these 3 teams versed right now, like if we saw like any of these top 3 teams here verse, it could be a close game. These two might bring a map off these guys. These guys might bring a map off these guys. These guys I could see maybe taking a map off these guys. If
Bro,
we're gonna
we
do
have
it for
more
these ones, they
tier
have to
breaks
do
than
this.
actual tiers, bro. Like,
As it
Holy.
should be. As
Like,
it should
well,
be.
I feel like it's good to show off that disparity. And I'm not saying this tier breaks aren't huge gaps, might I add. Like, we're all in
Yeah.
diamond at the end of the day. It's not like these
I
guys
think-
are fucking. These guys aren't open tier, and these guys aren't like masters, diamond, plat. Like, no. Sure, you
I
make some arguments with
it's
some of
not.
these teams, obviously, but like,
I'm not gonna lie. I think DB and Solar could have did really good in the midseason tournament for Masters tier because of Zar Reaper being meta. There's
Yeah,
a lot
could-
of teams over there that
think even Cuddle
cannot
could've
run
did good.
Zar Reaper.
I think
I
even
think-
Cuddle could
yeah.
have put up an offer there.
I think a lot of teams cannot play Zar Reaper over there.
Good thing it's getting nerfed, baby.
I'm actually okay with that for both of my teams at
I'm
this
pretty
point.
sure
I'm
Zarya. I'm pretty sure the patch notes are like there was a leaks about it. It's not confirmed, but apparently Reaper TP perks gonna be hard nerfed, and then there Zarya bubbles are pretty sure there's gonna be a cooldown on like certain targets. Like you can't bubble twice like back to back.
You
Stuff
can't
like
do
that.
that. Like, I mean, oh, I guess that they're gonna make
Yeah.
it even harder.
They're gonna make
Like
it
they're
even
gonna
harder.
make
Like, you can't like throw bubble Reaper when he TP's in it and then bubble him on his way out. Like you can't do that kind of stuff. Like it's gonna. There might be like a lockout similar to like Zen, like lot longer than it is now.
I don't know
I
how
think
much that nerfs her, but
the
think
the
they're
messed
gonna-
up part is like
I know
nobody
they're
in this
nerfing
tier
him.
is doing that though.
It's
Like
all,
I don't
know,
see
yeah.
teams doing that.
I think it's a higher tier thing because they'll go. You see, like especially in higher tiers, they'll kind of run it. They'll run at
Yeah.
them and then they'll use it a lot more because they want to use that double bubble. The Zarya's
But
aware
that-
of her position a lot more.
That
But
whole
I-
concept of like aggro training like is
Yeah.
not something that these teams are going to be focusing on. I don't know if it affects us that much,
No,
but like
I think there
I
are
think
other
it's good
nerfs as well.
changes.
Again, this is all just leaks. Like this is something I saw fucking posted from an account I don't even recognize for leaks. So like for all we know, it's complete bogus. But I know that it at least has been confirmed those two are getting nerfed next patch.
Fire.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, do we want to take a second to look at week 5 Preds since they literally starts, well, I guess tonight? Or
could
do we
do
just
it.
want to go ahead and okay,
yeah,
we can do it real quick.
we could like do like
We'll
a
do a quick.
speed run of
Okay,
it.
do you want me to quickly start listing off matches? I already have it pulled up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just go for it.
that's fine.
Alrighty, your first match will be. It's just loading. Okay. Solar versus Monarch.
Solar
3-0.
Yeah. 3-0 Solar.
3-0 slap down.
They're gonna, they're gonna
Ready?
get that bounce back win.
Yep. Alrighty. Next will be EIG versus Aura Fury. This one could be interesting.
3-0.
Or a Fury.
I think Aura Fury
Yeah.
3-1. I think
3-1
it's.
Aura.
I think
I
giving
could,
Aura.
I could see a 1.
I will say, as the people who played them in round 1, EIG, they did pull out some stuff that surprised us, and we thought like this is like they could make this work. Like we originally planned to adapt some of the stuff they did to us to use into Cuddle and DB if we ever got into those matches.
I will say they did pull a surprise on us and had a really close map against us too.
Oh, yeah, you
and
guys
Aura
did
did
have
not
that.
have Aura did not have a close map against us.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
like
so
you
I
could
could
be
see that
3-2.
being a 3-1.
3-1, 3-2. I could even see it. It entirely depends on who's playing and how they're playing, because I feel like it's a mental game at that point.
Oh shoot, I have to schedule Shadows game, don't I?
You
I just
sure do.
remembered.
I will
Alright,
be bugging you
continue.
about it. All right, next one will be Stalemate versus EKU.
EKU 3-2 map of the week or match of the week.
Crazy.
What?
That's a crazy one.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna-
Stalemate 3-1.
I'm gonna go stalemate 3-1, but that's crazy. They're
no.
crazy for that
Yeah,
sake.
stalemate,
As
stalemate
much
for
as I
sure.
want to say, oh, Stalemate's in shambles, they still got some players over there. Like, they still have the core.
No, I know. I'm just fucking around. I
think he's
also
trying to rage
gassed
bait
them up
theory,
earlier.
low-key.
Yeah.
Try to rage bait theory.
All right. Oh, I
Yeah,
think I found our
theory
match of the
sucks.
week. I think we found our match of the week with this next one, though. Oh, wait, for before we say anything, what do you think about the EKU versus Stalemate? You didn't get to say anything.
Oh come on, bro. Move on.
Fine. Emerald versus Diamond Eagles. That's
Oh
our,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is our match
The
of the week.
Eagle on Eagle matchup.
If this match
Ooh.
isn't streamed, it's a crime.
3-2 Eagle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I 3-2 for Eagle.
I got
genuinely-
3-2 Emerald, not gonna lie.
I got Diamond.
I'm
I
looking
got
at their.
Diamond.
I'm looking at stats, and all I'll say is in different. Both teams have won one map. Diamond won one to EKU, and Emerald won one against Shadow Eclipse. So
Huh?
I got my money on Emerald Eagles.
And EKU beat Shadow, so I think Emerald
wait, never
Eagles
mind.
probably won.
Did they?
Wait, no.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, EKU did beat Shadow. Sorry, I got confused. I thought you were talking about one of the Eagles teams beating Shadow. I'm like, they only played one and they won it.
Emerald
Yeah.
then yes, Emerald sure. Fuck it.
Yeah, Emerald 3-2. I think that's a valid one. And this one is actually, I think this will be our match of the week. Actually, is Cuddle versus DB week 5.
I don't know. I low key think it. I think Cuddle
Uh,
could upset, but I think after that game, DB might just win 3-0.
Is Zar still gonna be meta? Oh
I
wait, yeah,
think
they're not
I-
gonna have
I
that.
think
No, it's
I think
next
we've had a
season.
gentleman.
You have a little over a week to play it still.
We
Yep.
have a gentleman's
Oh.
agreement to not play the same maps that we've just played.
Do we
So it could be
really?
interesting.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna play circuit for real? Cool.
Yep. 3-0.
3 True, because now we don't have to play our worst map. Yes.
Yeah, I could see it being a 3-0, but I could also see DB pulling something off here, actually, if they just fix their comps,
You
for the
mean
love of
Cuddle?
God.
You mean Cuddle?
Yeah, Cuddle, DB, I don't give a fuck. One of the teams. One of the teams are going to win.
One of those gonna win.
One of the overbind teams will win.
All right, and this next one will be a quick 180 from what we're used to. Checkmate versus Fuso Suspenders. Well, all these close games. I think it's 3-0.
I don't
Checkmate 3-0.
Checkmate. Yeah.
Checkmate 3-0. Yeah, I don't think there's anything much to say there. And then the final one will be Shadow Eclipse versus Wawa. Much I love the guys in Shadow. 3-0 Wawa.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't put them in two. We can't put them that far apart on the tier list and think it's a close game.
True. Wawa's got it in the bag. Wawa.
So
So we
just to
got
close,
those spreads done pretty quickly.
yeah, I think the only two.
Before
I mean, the two standout
we-
matches will be the two Eagles teams and then DB versus Cuddle. Really, that'll be it for
Yeah.
the next week.
Who is Solar playing again?
Monarch.
Yeah. Okay.
I will be brutally honest.
Before
Solar
we-
has a really boring schedule. Not boring, I should say. Just really easy schedule based off of the tier list we did.
No, you
The
can say
only-
boring.
No, I won't
the
say
only
boring because there is one
interesting-
team that we are excited to play, which is Stalemate.
Stalemate? Yeah, that might
Yep.
be an interesting game.
Alrighty, and I will quickly.
What I will say before we go, I just got a live suggestion. We kind of did it, but I wanted to see about doing it. Why don't we get some players of the week, like one each role? We can just go real quickly. I think for me, and I know DB won, so obviously I think DB. I think we all agreed on Mirage. Outside of Mirage, I feel like JML actually had a really good midseason run.
I would say we could give a DPS to probably Geo or Andoryu, and I would give
Yeah.
it Raj and Nax because
Yeah.
Nax was easily the best Wu-Yang all of midseason. So
Okay.
I
and
would li- I
I'm
would
not
like to-
trying to be.
What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say just one thing for DPS. I think Bert should at least get one. As much as we did
Oh,
lose that
yeah.
Cuddle game and that Solar, and we didn't even get to play DB, he was still putting up insane stats in all 5 maps on that into the Cuddle
Yeah.
game.
that's
and
why I
was
would give it to Geo or Andoryu because they won with.
They did end up beating him, but I would like to at least say he did play really well. I wouldn't give him the MVP
Well,
just because
honorable
we didn't do
mention.
well, but hey, I do want to point
I
that out.
think-
He did play really
I
well.
think Rev took over the lobby on New Queen. I think Bert took over the lobby on. Sorry, no. Rev, New Junk, Bert, New Queen, and Doryu, Dorado. And Doryu, I
Yeah.
felt like was the difference maker on
Yeah.
Dorado.
I feel like every map kind of was made up by by the DPS, to be honest.
Yeah, and I feel like Geo was
On
just
either
great
side.
throughout. I think
Yep.
the only bad map Geo had was maybe New Queen Street. But
Yeah.
I do want to say, yeah, Nax was great, and I said it here. I felt like Nax was the difference maker tonight.
Yep.
Reese also played pretty well.
Reese
I
did
think
play
Reese
pretty
played
well.
pretty well. For,
Reese
Sure.
wanted to teabag me,
Huh.
and you're gonna have to earn it next time. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I
Valid.
didn't do it, she says.
Nah, don't say that before a game. I'm only gonna shoot more.
I'm only gonna shoot more, he says.
yeah. But all right, so we got that done. Now we have one more interesting thing we had to do, as if this podcast episode couldn't get any more interesting. And I don't even know if I should say it. I think it's just something
We
we should
should.
just do.
No, we need to play. Just rip
So
it.
Snarky has it. So we're just gonna play something that the folks over at DB made.
Oh yeah, let me get it pulled up here.
I'm gonna say you can use the camera.
Okay. No,
You
I'm
can
sorry. It took
count
me a second. I had to fucking go open my DM with him. All right. Alrighty, I will play it for them, and I will just sit here in silence and let the podcast hear it. They can't.
Wait.
hear
Can we
OVM
do
on the
it live?
track, bitch.
Cuddle be talking that shit, but can't make hits. That
Hold on.
shit is aggravating.
You can hear it.
DB's never gonna back down, always strapped down.
Oh,
just
we
like
can
a
hear it through the
conversation.
stream. We can't hear it.
in this bitch,
That makes sense.
really young go. Rush with the cannon, aim it straight at your throat. Cause it don't miss. Max with the aim. J on the widow, splatter in your brain. Scott ain't shit, that's a whack ass tank. With mid-season running straight to the bank. Play my god, cause your bitch ass stink. Zaran Reaper, stop in this fake. Who is Geo man? He'll never be Deadeye. Fraud will try to dive, murked by Batline. Mid ass Freya, average ass Genji. All you fucking got is top tier throwing.
DB in this bitch, man, we really are the goats. Rod with the cannon, aim straight at your throat. Those they don't miss, I got the fucking aim. J on the widow, bitch, he spatter your brain. Reese cup, shredded by the beast blood. Always running from the vibe like Tyrese, yeah. Reese never awake, yeah. That's a skip, yeah. never goddamn bothered to commit. Yo, Holly, that player is horrible. Probably when the vibes are not deplorable. Holly makes my Moira ployable. Fuck, go down that manhole. Splinter lifts, you better not miss or else your whole team whiffs. Did you miss your team pings? Will you show up, please? You are a bitch.
Baby in this bitch, man, we really are gold. Rush with
So,
the
we
cannon,
may
aim
have
it
gotten
straight
hit
at
with
your
the ad
throat.
at the
Ghostly
worst
don't
time
miss.
ever.
Max with the aim.
Words
Jay
cannot
on the
describe how
widow.
fucking furious I am.
Bitch.
Okay,
There's
No,
no
so
way we
for
have an ad
everybody,
there.
when we come, well, actually, we gotta. I don't know if it's back yet.
we can run it. We can run it back.
I cannot run
No,
it.
no,
I
no.
have a
We'll just
time.
post. We'll just post it in Diamond Chat. We'll
We
just
will
like
put-
when it
Okay,
comes.
I have to ask. Who all is on it? Who all is rapping next?
So I produced the whole thing. It's me and Rye rapping, and then it's Deadeye's ad libs with
Yeah, Deadeye's ad libs for fire.
dude. I sent him a list of like 11 things to record. The fucking file names were incredible.
Well, listen, I didn't know you produced like that. Well, we could talk about this off stream, but when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is either gonna be one of the greatest things I've heard of all time, or one of the worst things. Because I work in a sound studio, so I do some audio engineering as well, and I just thought it's not amazing, but I thought this junk was hilarious. I was like,
I
this is
didn't
incredible.
bother mixing it or mastering at all. I just kind of shipped it out. Like, dude, it was just like, you know,
Bitch,
it took like
bitch.
an hour and a half. And I was just like, I'm just gonna get it out. Like, dude, it was just like it was like a for fun thing. It wasn't too serious. Like,
Dude, that junk was hilarious, but I don't know why y'all sounded like you were moaning when you were rapping. Though I don't know if you're trying to serenade Cuddle or what.
dude, I'm not a good rapper. I can only make beats and like,
All right,
you
hit me up,
know,
bro. Hit my DMs, bro. I got you.
hey man,
Um,
you need anything pretty like you know, master for Adobe, let me know.
yeah. Well, anyway, I just got the message. I was just told that we're running too late. This is
We
a
are
fun
running.
episode, though.
It is quite as long. I think it's one of our longer episodes. It's an hour.
Yeah. Well, I've enjoyed having Nax and Tool. I say team up against me. I think Tool was
They
quiet.
teamed up more on me
and
than you,
crashed
man.
out. Yeah, I was about to say poor Snarky, bro. Can we?
No,
we
not
need to-
poor Snarky. No, I deserve that. But I still think I did get double teamed a bit.
It is my bad. Like, I get it, man. It is my bad though. I'm sorry for double teaming.
No. Y'all had it. Y'all deserve it.
That
Y'all
was
won.
third
We
party.
didn't. You deserve that. You
Never
deserve
been
that. That's
sorry.
it.
Before
I'll stop
we
it
go, next, is there anything that you'd like to add? Is there anyone you want to shout out? Is there anything you want to say that wouldn't get us canceled?
Listen, man, shout out my fiance for being supportive of me going on this adventure of like diving into esports. I know I take a lot of time
Fire.
to do it.
Are you
And
taking
like,
a fucking thank you out of my bag? The fuck?
dude, listen, like,
I know you have one too. I'm just giving you shit.
You know,
I'm giving
it's
you
just like
shit. I'm giving you shit. It's hilarious.
the amount of time that I sacrifice to do this and like and progress in the game, it's like it just takes a lot of time away from family. And I'm sure all of you out there can resonate with this. Like it
I know,
just
I get
it's hard. So, you know, I just thank her for the support. Genuinely.
Fire.
And then
I
like
would
thank
echo
you.
that.
Yeah, and thank you to the team and the org. Like Overmind Esports, like we've been alive for over a year and a half now, and like it's been a slow roll. We don't want to build fast. We want to make sure that we can have managers at each team that help things go along. We're gonna work on more. We're gonna do more. It's been a great experience. I've owned orgs and teams in the past, and all that experience has kind of like brought us to where we're at now. And I got to thank you to Watson and everybody else in the director council over there. Like, hell yeah, let's keep on going.
Fire.
That's about it. That's about it.
When's the
That's all I got to
wedding,
say.
bro? When's the wedding, bro? Fly me out,
Uh,
bro.
August 26th.
Next year?
Mhm.
Dang. Congrats.
It's coming up.
twin.
It's coming up way too fast, bro. It's coming up way
That's
too fast.
fire, bro. That's
Very
fire.
excited.
What a great note to end on. So y'all heard it here first. Free wedding invitations to Nax's wedding, August 26th, 2026. So make sure y'all show up. I'll leak the address whenever I get the invite.
Oh, also,
I'll
Rob,
link the
fuck you
address.
for not catching me. You saw that, bro.
Oh my god.
Wait, what happened?
Oh no.
They're talking about on Servasa, fucking Nax like suicide booped the Reaper away from Mirage on the last fight of the game, and CJ and Mirage did not catch his body.
Oh god.
Oh, here's
Agreed.
something that Gio just said. If Cuddle wins this season, they all need an invite to Nax's wedding. Thoughts?
I can make something work. We'll
Hell
talk.
yeah.
We'll
All
talk.
right, all right. Well,
Alrighty.
thank you all for joining us. It's been great to have you, Snarky. He's got to go. We all got to go. I got class in the morning. I forgot. But
I gotta be up in 4
time
hours.
flies by when you're having fun. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will see y'all next week to recap week 5 and all the crazy action. And yeah, go DB, go Solar, go Cuddle.
Diamond
Calling
tier
on-
Go everyone else.
forever.
Have a good
Go
night.
everyone else.
Is that an Anthony Fantano reference?